Absolutely incredible news without much fanfare whatsoever. The fall of the Avessians City event is going to be here in a little more than 6 days. Our new friend Augustus will be coming along with it, and for today, we have an opportunity to get an early bird special. That's a horrible pun, but let's talk about it.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and I want to talk about the early bird specials for Augustus and their value. We have before us today the ability to purchase a Augustus at Violet 1, 3-star, a 4-star orange 1, and a 5-star red +1 Augustus. We have abilities and stats and the avatar and all of that. Got to try to find out if this math checks out, if it's worth doing. There's really 3 things that we have to look at whenever it comes to bundles like this. And the first thing is the emerald valuation as close as you can get to try to find out what we're dealing with here. Now, obviously, we have some missing information. We don't know exactly what items that are going to be required for Augustus, but we have a kind of an idea of how many emeralds it takes to level up a hero's color rank from gray, fresh summon level 1 gray hero all the way up to a red 3 hero, and that is from the Rarity Fair. Over the past couple of years, I've collected some Rarity Fair information. The emerald valuation required to fully rank up a hero if they have 0 items in place. And you can see here that I am missing a few, and that's okay. We can kind of estimate based on, the jumps in between. And it is also worth knowing that some heroes are more expensive than others at different color ranks. Also, different people experience different levels of luck when it comes to items, so there is some variation there, but this is kind of what I've noted down so far. And I would love to know if you have some Rarity Fair information that you can add to my list here. I'd love to just fill it up with more and more information so we can have it someplace to reference in the future. Right now, we have a ×5 emerald sale. Okay, ×5 emeralds, and I have VIP 15. Why does VIP 15 matter? The higher VIP you have, the more emeralds you get with a purchase. 120% extra emeralds with every purchase. I'm not going to do the math on that. Just know the higher VIP that you are, the more efficient your emerald purchases are. So, we need to kind of know how far I can get with 287,000 emeralds. And doing the math, even with the gaps in this Rarity Fair, 270,000 emeralds should be enough spending at the Rarity Fair to get you from a gray, freshly summoned Augustus all the way up to red 3. And that's not counting for any stored gift of Dominion that you might have. Green, blues, violets, oranges, or maybe even red from champion season that we're dealing with right now, which could definitely save you some money. So looking at the most expensive bundle, the red +1, this is actually a little overpriced whenever you're just looking at the color rank, okay? But we're not just looking at the color rank here. We're looking at the star level. And the big question that we're going to have here is how easy is it going to be to get Augustus's soul stones? And the second question you got to ask is, does it even matter? It doesn't actually matter that much. The star or the evolution level of a hero only raises the max stats, and while that is very good to have higher max stats, intelligence increases magic attack by 3 for every 1 point of intelligence. You also get 1 point of magic defense and a little bit of physical attack, which doesn't matter for Augustus because all of his basic attacks are based on magic attack skill, not physical attack. And of course, agility and strength have their own perks as well. Agility gives you armor, strength gives you health. You definitely want to have the higher evolution hero if you can help it, but it actually doesn't impact the game that much. Only at the very, very, very top end, the top 3 in Arena, the top 50 in Clash of Worlds. Your Guild War teams are not suddenly going to get better or worse in 6 days when Augustus goes live. It's just going to be a different opportunity. That's really it. So I want everyone to understand that we do not know how to get Augustus's soul stones. And we had a similar early bird special with Lara Croft back when Lara Croft was added to Hero Wars Dominion Era. And that early bird special was nice, but it wasn't enough to get a 6-star Lara Croft. I had to go back in an additional event and get more soul stones. I don't remember right off if you could have spent more money and gotten a 6-star Lara Croft during the Lara Croft event. I think that you could have, and it just was too expensive for me, so I waited. Fast forwarded a couple of months, and then they had Lara Croft soul stones available in the Soul Atrium. I spent a couple of thousand emeralds there just to show for education purposes how easy it was to get her soul stones then. That big question mark is the driving factor when it comes to this character. And what's the difference between a 3-star and a 5-star as far as the quantity of soul stones? I'm going to go ahead and put that on screen now. From a 0-star hero or unsummoned all the way up to a 6-star hero, it requires 630 soul stones to get to 6 stars. It's 10 for a 1-star, 20, and then 50. So we end up having 80 soul stones of the 630 for a 3-star. Add another 100 soul stones for a 4-star. A 5-star is 330 total soul stones collected. You only need to get 300 more soul stones to get him to a 6-star. Now we know for a fact that the soul stones will not be available in the soul atrium out of the gate, not for a couple of months. You can take a look at the hero wish list right now, and obviously Lara Croft is not in here, but the newer heroes were not added initially into here. They were added later, and that's okay. Additionally, the saved up hero soulstone chests that you have, these will not contain Augustus. You can check it right here. Does not contain Cleaver, Jet, Polaris, Lara Croft, or Augustus. Eventually, Polaris will be added into these boxes. And for reference, Polaris was given to us in December 2023, January 2024 during Winterfest. So that's how long it's been since we've had a nice consistent way to get Polaris soulstones. You can get them other ways, but that is the main way to get them for most players is through these chests. And of course, you can get her as a grand prize out of the Soul Atrium if you want. So still, we don't really have a clear answer if we should buy this or not. We already know that the price is too expensive if you're just looking at the color rank, and color rank can be ranked up at any time. It's just we don't know how scarce the soul stones are going to be. I've already asked community managers for a little bit of information, if possible, to see if there's a way to get. I'm sure that there's a way to get a 6-star Augustus during the event, but I bet you it's going to be less efficient than just buying this. So if I had to guess that this is the most efficient way to get a red +1 Augustus at 5 stars, I think that that's probably a safe bet, but it's a lot of money to spend. Personally, I think I'm going to go for this one right here, the 3-star, and hope that there's enough soul stones during the event to get to a 4 or a 5-star. I really, really, really hope that I'm wrong and that most people can easily get to a 6-star Augustus just with minimal spending, but we all know this is a pay-to-win game and it's not going to be that way. So let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about this, how you feel about Augustus. Have you had an opportunity to train with them at all in the combat training? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Don't forget, we do live stream Monday through Friday. The schedule is on screen now. Hope to see all of you there. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.